How did you decide to search in on environmental psychology?
Okay, I got a job at Topeka State Hospital where Lawrence Good, who was an architect, had a grant from National Institute of Mental Health to study the hospital design. He was an architect, and I helped him make up questionnaires, and we did observations on the wards. And so the first work I did was in the mental hospital, which is typical. Many of the first environmental psychologists, like Bill Littleson, for example, did their first work in mental hospitals.
Okay. And which were your first works in this field?
Okay, so the publications on the mental hospital, on the Kirkbride Day Hall, which is the design of the mental hospital, and then the hodometer, which was my invention, and I got that idea for studying museum floor space, automatically recording how people walked. And of course it turned out that people stood most in front of the places they liked, in front of the pictures or the exhibits that they liked the most. So you could automatically record which exhibits people like the most without even talking to them.
Thank you. What is the philosophy of your book, Environmental Psychology and Introduction?
Well, I think that mainly it's, and this was said in the review of it, that it's really a handbook for survival. So what I'm interested in, I'm saying this is what you have to do in order to survive.
Yeah, cool. As an editor of Environmental Psychology journal, what do you think that is the more important issue on environmental psychology research?
Well, I think right now what's happening is we're getting more and more foreign papers. It's gone from 20-some% to over 40%. And what's happening is other countries are doing more environmental research than the United States is, and this is part of because of budget cuts and things like that. So I think that's a very large trend, and so you're getting more research done in all kinds. I mean, I get things from Albania. I get things from South Africa, from Morocco, from of course England and France and Germany, naturally. A lot from Japan, Korea. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Korean papers, and so what's happening is environmental psychology is becoming more global, and while the United States it's retreating because this started with Reagan cutting environmental things, and it wasn't just environmental psychology, it was everything in the environment. In fact, they tried to cut in the Reagan era, 1980, they tried to cut the funds to all social science.
Oh yeah?
Yes. David Stockman, who was his director of the Bureau of the Budget, they wanted to cut all funding of social science. They didn't succeed, but you understand I saw right away what was going to happen there.
From your point of view, what are the current trends in IDRA?
In EDRA? Well, EDRA reflects the foreign influence too. And
But about, about a building environment? Or?
Oh, well, of course, I think more people study office things because that's where more money is. So that's always been true. A lot of stuff on place theory, a lot of stuff on, and Amos Rappaport thinks that's a poor concept, but a lot of people are doing place theory, and we're getting, there's this whole thing on conservation. Are you familiar with conservation psychology? I don't know that that's really going so well. There's sort of these attempts to be more subjective rather than objective, and I don't think that's gotten anywhere either. The main thing I think in EDRA is to have people become more aware of the effect of design on behavior. Now, you see, EDRA was founded with the idea that we were going to get the architects to incorporate social science. So here it is 30, 40 years later. It's happened with a few. See, there are a few people who are very outstanding in incorporating social science into practice, but by and large, that's not happened. And the reason is architecture is taught as a fine art. And there is this feeling that if you incorporate social science, you're going to destroy the artistic impulse. Now, I found that to be absolutely not true, but that's what people believe.